Episode 44. This is a pretty cool emote. And there's actually 3 of them. I didn't actually record doing the event for getting this emote. The fight against Rathalos was pretty much just a fight against Rathalos. But I guess the main attraction is really the emote. How do I see emotes again? It's actually been a while. There it is, communication, and these. There's this version. And the neat thing about these 3 emotes is that they kind of build off of each other. The one that I just did at the start was number 2, which has a bit more spirit, and I guess they add in a bit to the tracks. Oh, I guess the old folks don't like it. And number 3 really gets into it. You gotta love it when an emote actually physically moves your character. The neat thing is that you can actually like blend them together. Like so. And it just continues where you picked up, or where you left off on the track. It seems pretty hard to do that with emotes where the character can just slide from one animation to the next, but it works pretty nicely. And also the camera angle when you don't have the menu open is pretty good too. Anyway, we're not here just to play the guitar all day. The main thing we're going to be doing today is Omega. Newest title update just released, so as soon as I booted up the game, we got a message, well, I guess Alma told us that Rove sent us a message that there was some kind of talking artifact of some kind, I guess. And now we gotta talk to Rove at the Ice Shard Cliffs. We know what that's going to be, but well, I guess I don't know exactly how this story's going to go. All I know going into this is what was in the trailer, and that Alpha and Omega, and I guess Omega Planetes, which is different, are going to be part of it. Gotta remember how to play. Not remembering the controls is a good sign for starting off this episode. Should be the ancient room, right? Yeah, that's where Rove usually hangs out. Or Rove could actually be over at the base camp.
Wow, we sure got here fast.
Oh, there you are. Oh, it's you. When they said talking artifact, I didn't expect it to be this. Seems like the texture hasn't quite loaded in or something. I didn't actually know how much this would overlap with Final Fantasy XIV's canon story or whatever, but this is from, well, the Omega raids, exactly. I think Alpha and Omega might actually be canonically from Final Fantasy XIV. Maybe we'll find out if they can tell us where they came from.
Well met, friends, and my thanks for making the journey. I asked you here but for one reason alone. This talking artifact. It appeared without warning, and utters the most confounding things, without a mouth at that. What say we examine it more closely together? Aye, that's the spirit.
Fascinating. I've never seen an artifact quite like this before. Rove, did you say it could talk?
Is it listening right now?
Listen for yourselves. Its utterings continue as we speak.
Taking measurements, analyzing projections, completing assessment of this planet's viable harvestable resources.
My word. How is it able to vocalize? And does it contain some kind of instrument or sound box?
It's not exactly vocalizing. Assessment, grade 6. A rich and bountiful planet such as this would be well worth acquiring. Sharing with primary, complete. Initiate invasion and subjugate.
Huh? It stopped. Yes, right in the middle of invasion and subjugation. That doesn't sound scary at all.
We should have a look around, check for anomalies. You never know.
I will remain here. Stay on your guard out there.
Alright, let's check
Scout
for
flies are
anomalies.
reacting.
Let's see where they take us.
As long as I can remember how to do this with the controls, I guess we're good. Capturing endemic life. That's the most important part of the game. I'm forgetting how to mount in this game. There we go. It's always in the top right. I guess we can turn that off, but apparently I need it on all the time. I also know that this quest happens in 2 parts. One with, well, this introduction quest, and one with
What's all this?
more. Native life forms approaching, attempting contact via reconnaissance units.
We've got company. Biology
Kill
and
them.
temperament, unclear. Their
Wait,
behavior is
capture them?
abnormally hostile. The guild authorizes you to neutralize this threat.
What strange life forms these? They're not endemic life forms though, we can't capture them. I want them though. They're so cute. Just look at them. Fine, we'll kill them. The text changes for Final Fantasy numbers. We got him. Terminating combat protocol. Core target data acquired. Sharing with primary complete. Extermination unit will be generated for local deterrence. Resuming subjugation measures.
There go the scout flies again.
Come on.
Well, we get to carve them. This is Monster Hunter. And we get gunpowder. That makes sense. It's probably no different from the gunpowder we get from the rest of the game. Okay, that's probably it. Should probably change up my Seikret too.
What do you think those monsters we fought were? Long legs, rotund bodies, and mask-like attachments. They resemble an obscure group of 17 megalithic artifacts, lovingly coined the Mega 17.
The what? Is that like a Monster Hunter thing, or are you just making that up for this story? How do I stop R2? Okay. Basic controls. It's Narasilla.
Up there!
Oh, this is a familiar situation. Requesting immediate extraction. Or extrication. Yeah, I guess these guys can't have
It's in
voices.
trouble, and it can talk? All I'm hearing is that baby Seikret calling for help.
Baby
No
Seikret.
time to lose, Hunter.
Yeah, it's a
The
baby
guild authorizes you
Seikret.
to slay the Narasilla.
Understood.
It's Narasilla, not Narasilla. Wait, the lock-on is different too. That's the Final Fantasy lock-on, isn't it? I think.
Funny.
Did Narasilla always shoot laser beams? The UI's different too, yeah.
Where did you learn these new tricks? Don't let your guard down.
Trying to dodge into it. right into. Didn't want to dodge into the web, so I want to dodge into the attack. Do the cool 6 flip. And again. When am I going to learn? If these attacks are going my direction, I probably don't even know how to dodge them. Can we sleep this thing? Come over here. I don't think it's close enough to get slept. Damn, that was big damage. Lifeform, please prioritize, eliminating that something or other. Said Omega. Translating, be careful, you don't want to end up like us. Got it. Kind of hard to read your text, that's not voiced, in the middle of battle here. Okay, I got the dodge, but I still got whacked. Maybe I should just stay away from it. Instead of going for the cool flippy dodge, we just do the normal dodge and get away from it. Okay, we did the 6 step. That's what I wanted. That was close. Oh no. I think it was a web. Oh, forgot about that attack. Okay, I forgot about that attack too. This attack that it never had before. Maybe top off. Can I knock that down? Okay, I can't. Gotta watch for when those drop down, I guess. Just taking it slow here. We just got started. Okay. Big range on that. And it doesn't seem like it was affected by the sleep. I think that was close enough. Close. It telegraphs all its attacks, just like Final Fantasy. Well, not those attacks.
Weather's changing.
Tracer had a bit of trouble with that one.
I don't feel so
Okay, I got lucky with that one. I couldn't quite dodge at the end of my attack there. That was scary. Okay, I shouldn't be attacking when I need to be dodging. I'm just trying to get attacks in while the attack is going. Damn. Try to turn this around. Just ignore me. I guess it's still going after us. Or after Precious? I want to go for the sneak attack. We can do the sneak attack with the Gilded Mantle there. Okay then. Go down again.
It looks like it's moving to a new area.
That's all we got. You guys hang in there, I guess. We're just dealing with that. You brought your friends, huh? Oh, it's just like Nerocilla, the little spider things, I see now.
What are those things?
What is enmity?
I don't remember
That's a Final Fantasy term, obviously.
last time we came through the cliffs.
How do you dodge it without the bow's super special dodge? Do you get iframes on the normal dodge? I don't remember. Go, Mortal Seedling. Seems like it follows you, so this way. Yeah, take that. That's what I wanted.
Power up, activated.
Oh no. Dodge, and we're good. I also know as part of this update, they added in some Dark Knight stuff, which we'll probably be able to unlock, but it feels wrong to play as Dark Knight with a bow, huh? I'm not sure I can learn Greatsword just for this. But I do play Dark Knight in Final Fantasy, so it would be fun. Okay. Just in case. Okay. Had no idea if that was going to reach or not. Got any more marbles around? No. Used them all.
New supply items are in. They're in your Seikret's pouch.
It's hard to watch the enemy and react to it, and some of the attacks are so fast. But I guess that's normal for any Monster Hunter fight. Okay, we still got it. And another.
It looks angry.
Oh no. Okay, we got lucky. Do we shoot it in the face when it does a laser? Is that the key? Okay. Bit too soon on that one. Back to it. You know, I'm forgetting, we haven't tried this yet either. I can do better than that. Final Fantasy XIV would never let you mount during combat.
Hang on tight! Don't get shaken off!
Oh, I see. That's one of those weak points after it attacks. Gotta watch for that. And off it goes.
Gotta treat that.
Do these spiders like this Naricella? I don't think they do. Those spiders do. Does that work? No. I'm sure the flash works though.
I thought these might be Narcilla hatchlings, but there's no way! They're everywhere!
Nope, no effect. That makes sense. No friendly fire on these things. And just like fighting Naricilla, the real Naricilla, these little spider things are just kind of annoying at the very end, by design. Stop attacking Precious like that. Kinda cool that they updated Naricilla like this, just for this event. Well, I guess it's not an event, it's permanent. Okay, didn't dodge that properly. And I'm pretty sure Seep is gonna have no effect here. Top off. That was soon. Too soon. Also too soon. Still taking damage from those. Getting lucky on these free meals here. I kinda need them. Luck is also a stat, kind of. Damn, that is unfortunate. We kinda needed this. The little guys. We got the enmity. Somehow didn't take damage on that one. Okay, is that the last one? Until more come. That wasn't quite a weak point.
It's on its last legs. Just a little more.
Let's capture it. Except we can't, it's a slay mission. Can we even capture the real thing? Like during the real mission? That one's about to blow. There really should be friendly fire on this. Leave the little guys to me. Oh, that's bad.
Now, I've got you.
They're flying around. Stop that. Oh, there's more. Maybe we just, maybe we just ignore them. Okay. Kinda hard to ignore them when they do exactly the amount of damage that I have left on my health bar after it hits me with one laser. I guess that's by design, right? They're meant to kill you, finish you off or something, prime you. I think they just keep on spawning in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Alright, I'm tired too, so let's end this. That's unfortunate positioning. Oh no. Right into it.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Just what I needed. There's that red glow from the bag that makes me think there's some kind of weak point. It's just like a natural red glow. Bioluminescence, I guess. That's what all of these glitchy squares are on the Neosilla. Bioluminescence. Okay, I almost dodged that. There. We got one in before the very end. We're asleep. It's still asleep. Oh. That was a close one. We didn't quite get the heal though. Oh no. I think that was almost too soon. Oh no. A lot of oh no's right now. Everything's attacking me all at once. It's hard to keep track of it. Always out of range. Dang. That one has a delay, so it's a bit harder. Last max potion. It's been almost dead for a while, I'm just bad at finishing it off, I guess. Okay. The range. Just gotta assume the range is always near me. More reinforcements. And I'm poisoned. This thing has poison? Of course it has poison, it's Neosilla. The explosion range on those small guys seems actually pretty small. Yeah, this guy's a lot of health. That and I'm going slow. I think it's close. Oh, I missed my shot too. Typical. Shot out of the sky. There we go. And the little guys are all done. Good.
Well done. That couldn't have been an easy hunt.
Well, let's carve the Neosilla.
Just too tied up back there.
Neosilla.
Tell us what's going on.
And these. Oh, that one's still alive. You get to live, just like the ending to the Omega raids in Final Fantasy. Sort of. Kind of. Not really. Yeah, duty complete. Yep, just basic Neosilla materials. Your everyday Neosilla hunt. With some uniquely crafted springs. Very important biology for the Neosilla, their springs. I believe to take on the Savage version of the upcoming Omega fight, which we're not doing first, obviously. Well, we have to do the normal version anyway. We have to be Hunter rank 100, which is also a thing for unlocking other things from the base game, and all this time I still haven't gotten to Hunter rank 100, but maybe soon. I'm not sure if I'm gonna record attempts on Savage, for this boss. Removal of restraints detected. An agreeable course of action.
We're just glad you're safe, whoever you are.
If you are inquiring as to our names, I am Omega, and my companion here is Alpha.
It's not a secret?
Query, who are you, and what information can you provide about this place we find ourselves in?
This will take some explaining.
But how'd you get here? Like physically? I understand. Then it is as I surmised. We are no longer in the world of our origin. I had noted Alpha's fluffiness level was higher than normal. A foreign planet's influence explains it.
Fluffiness level? Foreign planet?
Yeah, that's just a different engine. Comment rescinded, pay me no heed. What matters is what we may... that we may have come from somewhere. Omega's talks so fast, I guess you're just supposed to read it? And reading is faster than speaking. Tell us about you.
Could you tell us a little more about yourselves?
Acknowledged. We are on a journey with a very specific purpose. Along the way, we discovered an interdimensional rift, a tear in the fabric between worlds. Upon peering into it, I was quite surprised to make visual contact with a familiar being. To investigate, we leapt into the rift and crossed over into your world. I guess that continues, the yellow one. So how'd the Nersilla get you? And actually, based on what they just said, it sounds like these are the canon Omega and Alpha. They hopped into a portal from Final Fantasy XIV into here. However that works. The portal. Final Fantasy XIV sometimes just has portals to other worlds whenever they want an event or something. Mainly for Noctis or the Final Fantasy XVI Ifrit, or even Final Fantasy XI. But yeah, how'd the Nersilla get you? And again, Nersilla, not Nersilla.
How did you get yourselves all webbed up like that?
Webbed up. I surmise you mean the sticky fibers that restrain us. I have no good answer for you. Alpha aside, I for one offer no nutritional value as prey. Interestingly, had I not been caught, you may well have disposed of me along with the other weapons. I guess you look no different. And actually, does Alpha have nutritional value? Not really a spoiler, but Alpha is a simulation. I guess the simulation is like of a real chocobo, quote-unquote real. Doesn't look like a real chocobo, but still. I guess if it's a simulation of a real chocobo, then it's simulating real meat and real nutritional value. What do you mean familiar being?
What do you mean, familiar being?
Exactly.
Does it have anything to do with those small monsters and the Nersilla's aberrant behavior?
Affirmative. Those creatures were manufactured by one of my compatriots. In the past, my homeland invested a great deal of energy in the conquest of other planets. To achieve this, they produced a variety of frames. The greatest and most elite of these was the weapon known as the Omega Frame. It possessed the unique ability to evolve itself. It would begin by analyzing the structure, capabilities, and behavior of opponents. It could then internalize and implement any data it found viable via advanced generative features. That same process must have created what you refer to as small monsters and an aberrant Nersilla.
Okay, but you said compatriot. Does that mean you,
Yeah, it's a war machine. Negative, admittedly I have used the Omega Frame in the past, but as you see, I am now a harmless model. Would it be clearer if we used unique identifiers? If so, you may call me the other one Omega Plantes. While searching for the planets to invade, some anomalous event no doubt resulted in its arrival here. Such an occurrence is not at all uncommon in space. Really. In any event, Omega Planetes has scanned this planet and concluded its subjugation has merit. It will now devote every effort to learning from your native lifeforms to achieve that conquest. Wow, how fun. It's actually keeping in really well with the lore of Final Fantasy XIV. And actually this doesn't just reach into the Stormblood expansion territory where Omega was first introduced, but it also reaches into the Endwalker territory where we learn more about where Omega came from and all that. and how it's completely feasible that there are more of these Omega frames just out wandering the cosmos. And this is one of them. Incredible.
To be perfectly honest, this is a lot to absorb, even for us. But the thrust of it is that a powerful being is trying to wreak havoc on our world, right?
And when havoc is in the wreaking, there's only one thing for us to do.
We have to stop Omega Planetus.
That's how you pronounce it. Planetus. I will respect your decision. It is self-evident that the invaded would resist the invader. I wish you luck. Yeah, help us. Alpha has just pointed out that we have yet to reward you for saving us. Confirmed. If it pleases you, we will aid your efforts by providing what information we can. And one more thing. I came across this during my travels. It may prove useful in augmenting something something. Okay, we got Pictomancer. I don't actually play Pictomancer in Final Fantasy XIV. But we can try to figure this out, I guess.
Do you have any idea where we might find Omega Planetus?
The Omega frame, by design, will gravitate toward a specific target, namely the opponent most likely to augment its power.
So, the strongest creature in the area. Oh no, Jindahad?
That'd be my bet.
Then there's not a moment to lose. We depart as soon as we're prepared.
As soon as we're prepared. Yeah. Let me actually prepare, though. What do we get? Dust of Life. Oh yeah, very important for healing nearby teammates. And money. I should maybe equip some Dust of Life because my plan here, as we're currently doing, what we just did. And we'll read this first, I guess. You obtained a Soul of the Pictomancer. Keeping this item within your item pouch will allow you to use Pictomancy. Press square to use Pictomancy to draw a picture, then bring it to life to attack your foes. Once used, it will go on cooldown. I don't know how closely this resembles actually using Pictomancer in Final Fantasy XIV, since I've never played Pictomancer, but it's probably just like a watered-down version, similar to how Akuma was. But also Akuma was still pretty faithful with, like, light, medium, and heavy attacks, I think. Kind of. By combining pictures, you can unleash the powerful Pictomancy spell, Mog of the Ages. Yeah, I see that one a lot. Whenever playing with multiplayer in 14. You can see pictures you've drawn. Okay, yeah, this is also familiar from what I've seen of Pictomancer. Pictures you've drawn on the canvas at the bottom of the screen. For more details, check the basic controls guide. Register Pictomancy spells to the custom radial menu ahead of time to be able to use them quickly and easily. And I did hear that this does more damage on Final Fantasy monsters, so we definitely want to equip that. And yeah, the plan that we've been doing and the plan that is going to happen is that we're going to actually take on Omega Planetus in multiplayer, the way that you would do normally in Final Fantasy XIV. We took on the introductory mission solo, but we'll do the main thing in multiplayer. And hopefully, I hope I don't get people that can just easily breeze through the mission my first time through. I'm kind of hoping, a little bit, that it's hard enough that the random players that I match up with are, well, we're all just going to die the first time, and it's just going to take some working through or something. I don't know. I just kind of like the idea of trying again and again on this fight. It's never really that hard in Final Fantasy XIV to fight the raids. But I guess in Monster Hunter, you kind of want the monsters to be a bit more harder than the raids in Final Fantasy XIV. I'm not sure if it's going to be on the tier of a harsh-tempered monster, though.
Hey, Hunter. I have a bunch of things the others gathered for you. Yes.
Let's take that.
Any requests?
And the next one. Just a little bit of bookkeeping. We're actually probably not going to get into the real Omega fight this time.
Goodbye.
Although talking to Omega probably doesn't start the fight. Well, before we do that, I want to figure out this pictomancy thing. What's this? Oh, you can individually select your Palico support moves to turn them on or off. Well, I kind of like all of the moves, so that's fine. You can select up to 3 different quest completion animations to prioritize. Must meet certain requirements for them to play. However, during the situations listed on the next page, prioritized quest completion animations may not play, even when requirements are met. When completing an assignment, a field survey, when wearing certain equipment, okay, when completing some event quests, weird. Yeah, that's the normal one, I guess. Can we like select a lot and then... Okay, those are prioritized, so we can pick 3 prioritized animations. Petting the Palico, picking up the Palico. Seikret wants the limelight. And feed me too. Yeah, we've seen all of these. Is this one new? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, we've seen that. Pet Seikret. Yeah, we've seen that too. And hand memo to Alma. When accompanied by Alma, I guess. Yeah, I see, those are the requirements. I believe they also introduced, like as part of in the shop, among a lot of other cosmetic things, new animations just specifically for your handler. Whether that's Alma or Gemma or even... What's your name? Are you around?
Well, what can I do for you?
Eric. Eric was his name. We can have Eric as our handler, as of that one update. And Eric has his own animation. Omega Micros, small machines manufactured by Omega Planitis. They home in on hunters, then self-destruct. Yeah. Because they're sensitive to sound, a sonic bomb can be used to draw their attention, okay. Additionally, they occasionally create a shield when destroyed, protecting against certain attacks which could prove advantageous. Oh, okay. They create a shield. So we have to use these to avoid some attacks, I guess. Probably on the real quest. First though, no, don't leave. The thing that I came here for. We need to add on Pictomancy, which I guess we can use whenever we want now. We'll put it above the Mega Barrel Bomb, I guess. Or the Flash Pod, or maybe just in its own slot. I like having to the left of this thing, which is where we sort of land in when we first open the menu. I like having to the left be the potion, so I think we'll go... Go to the right and put it over here? Yeah. How do I add in? Oh, right, this. There it is. Soul of the Pictomancer. Alright, that's almost where I want it to be, and actually... Yeah, it's gonna be like a lot of things, I guess. It only counts as one thing in the inventory, though. So take this and... Oh no. I want to rearrange. There. Right there. That's good. Maybe over here. Then this goes on top, I guess. Nope, not quite. There, I like that. So this one's just the item, but this one... A spell that paints a palm, rendering the rain of palms that... Or a rain of palms that deal damage to monsters nearby. I guess we have to unlock more? Is that how it works? Let me see that tutorial again.
Everyone here has been doing well, Hunter.
Glad to hear it. Should be under Play Guide. basic controls. Yeah, that's it. So while the weapon is sheathed, you can press square with it selected in the item bar. The first time it's used, you paint a Moogle's palm. The second time it's used, you paint a Moogle's wings. The third time it's used, you combine the palm and wings to render a Moogle to life, dealing powerful magic damage. Okay, seems pretty simple. It's just like a 3-void combo. Pictomancy is a school of magic founded by an itinerant artist and mage who relinquished her traditional staff for a magic brush, letting her render abstract images to life. Masters of this arcane discipline can wield vibrant hues of ether to invoke a host of fictional beasts, weapons, and landscapes. Pictomancer's power lies not in their artistic skill, but in their rich imagination as they strive to paint a brighter future. Lore that I didn't actually learn from Final Fantasy XIV. Probably wouldn't have until I actually picked up the job. So yeah, we're not going to do the actual quest this time. Let's go into training and figure out this. And starting in the next episode at the very beginning, we can actually take on Planetus Omega. So again, it's going to be right here in our menu, and I guess it actually overlaps the soul, which works out for me. If I were to just do this and scroll to the right, it's actually a little bit far away. Whenever we start out a mission, this is where the, I guess the landing is for the menu, and we can go to the left to get these potions and these other tools. And then to the right is a bunch of these other tools that I guess I don't really need to be on the far left. I just kind of like the arrangement here. If I have to press it a lot to get to the palm, it might be a pain. And the other thing is that I like having the palm, or I like having the item bar beyond this, in case I really need to just press square to get an instant heal. So maybe I actually want it right next to the potion somewhere. Maybe even over here? I guess that makes sense. Oh, unequip that. So let's actually take this and put it over here. Oh, not there. Right, this. And this does actually mean I'll have to scroll past it to put the max potion on my hotbar. But I think this works out. Yeah, I guess they let you put in the Pictomancer anywhere, and then this palm motif is where it actually appears in your hotbar. Because when I do this, the Pictomancy soul just disappears and we just have this. That works. So yeah. When I start a mission, we just scroll to the left, and that's right there. And if I need to use my potions, they're just right there. I mainly just use optimal health recovery, since that calculates the amount of health that you have and whether you should use a big potion or a normal potion. But I guess it's good to manually select a mega potion if I want to completely top off and not just have 98% if that's the quote-unquote optimal whatever. But yeah, palm motif. Let's try that out. I see, so that happens like right in front of us. And then the wings. Also right in front of us. We are a ranged DPS class. Yeah, I guess we're kind of fitting, aren't we? If we're this. And actually, yeah, I can picture this. I can picture the little lord as having some kind of hobby of painting the animals that he captures, or the monsters, I guess. A big fan of all life forms across the world, whether it's capturing them or hunting them or whatever. That's little lord. And I guess capturing them in art form is also maybe part of his pastime. But it's also fitting that we're kind of doing this as a ranged, like, archer class. We're not exactly the same as we would be in Final Fantasy XIV. A bard is a ranged DPS class, and a Pictomancer is a casting class, but that is also technically a ranged DPS class, it's just slightly different. So us using Pictomancy is, I guess, appropriate. So there should be like a short cooldown on this, right? There doesn't seem to be a cooldown here in the training area, probably for good reason. Let's actually, just to get a sense of it, go over here to the Oasis.
I'll get ready too.
Bit of lag there. So let's see. Kill this thing. Okay, and there is a cooldown of 30 seconds on that. By the way, can we find cactuars out here? That was part of the trailer. Are they just around after we do the mission? They might be. I'm not sure if they're just gonna tell us that they're gonna be out here. Those marbles too. Okay, and the wing motif I assume is also going to be 30 seconds. Do I have the range right here? Yeah, just about. So yeah, also 30 seconds. Would be nice if we could hold the brush even while we're walking around. And Mog of the Ages, that's the big attack. That might also be 30 seconds. This is actually fitting into like a Final Fantasy global cooldown, well, not global cooldown, normal cooldown.
Goes a long way.
Timing for your optimal rotation. You have to like fit this in every 30 seconds to get optimal DPS, and you have to fit that in with all of your other normal Monster Hunter weapon stuff. Just find a place every 30 seconds to press the square button, I guess. Okay, that is 30 seconds too, yeah. I wonder how the Dark Knight stuff is going to work. We look good, as a Pictomancer. Is there magic in the Monster Hunter world?
I find into your field pouch.
It's probably never like magic. It's usually just like a special organ, right? That they use. Something like that. I guess fitting in the optimal rotation probably isn't too hard every 30 seconds, considering, well, in Monster Hunter you don't really have to lock into combos as much as you do in Final Fantasy XIV, I think.
It's so soft.
I guess as a bow user, that just means I have to stop shooting the bow every once in a while. Can I actually use it without the weapon, or with the weapon out, because it's on the hotbar? Okay, yeah, you do have to put it away. That makes sense. They did tell us. Might be easier for some weapons to weave in the Mog of the Ages and all the Pictomancer stuff. I don't know what it's like to be a hammer user, like a hunting horn user, but it seems like if you're trying to do combos with that to play music, it might be hard to weave in the Pictomancer stuff. The other thing I want to try out, I guess before we hit up Planetus, do we have... Well, actually, let's go to the training area. No, actually, I can do that in between episodes. I don't have to do it now. What I wanted to try in the training area was just see if I can maybe figure out how the greatsword works. The most basic iconic Monster Hunter weapon there is. I guess the most basic weapon is technically sword and shield, though. But yeah, if we use the greatsword, then I would be able to use the Dark Knight stuff, or I think look better as a Dark Knight to use the greatsword. We're probably not locked into using the Dark Knight stuff only with Greatsword, that would be weird. But maybe. I'll consider it in between episodes and see if that works. For now, I guess we'll just leave it posing like this, and starting in the next episode, we can take on Omega Planetus, not Planetes. Oh. No. Give me that pose again. I messed up the camera. Again, I'm getting used to the controls after being away for so long. It's gonna be like this every time from now on, I think. Me getting used to the controls one by one. Every time I come back for some title update or event or something. Okay, do that, and then this. There. Alright, that took longer than I would have liked, but now we're ready to end the episode. Now would be a good time to take a break.